Lesson 3. Relation between the two roots of the second degree equation and the coefficients of its terms. Relation between the two roots of second degree equation and the coefficients. Okay. Of course, we studied before that the general formula for the quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. And also the general formula to get the two roots of the equation is negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So this means the two roots of the equation, one of them is negative b plus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a, and the other one is negative b minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay. Now, if I will get the sum of the two roots, the sum of the two roots. Now check, guys, if we are going to add these two roots, this first one and the second one, then this means the sum of two roots will equal, just 1 second, I'm going to clear this part. So the sum of the two roots will equal negative b minus b, so negative 2b. This term and this term, one is positive and the other is negative, so the sum equals 0 over 2a, correct? So the sum of the two roots will equal negative 2b over 2a. So simply, if we will terminate 2 and 2, so this means it will equal negative b over a. So this means that the sum of the two roots for the quadratic equation equal negative b over a. Negative b, the coefficient of x, over a. So this is the sum of the two roots. Then also, what about the product of the two roots? If I will multiply these two roots, I mean to this one and this one, the first and the second. If we will multiply these two roots, so simply the product will equal, after finalizing the production of the two roots and so on, it will equal c over a. So now, this means if there is a quadratic equation and we got the two roots, simply the sum of the two roots equal negative b over a, and the product of the two roots equals c over a. Okay, so for example, if there is equation ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, and the two roots, for example, are L and M. Therefore, the sum of the two roots will equal negative b over a, and the product of the two roots will equal c over a. Actually, these two rules are very important. Okay? So that was the main point of this lesson. So we have to start solving some examples related to this point. Okay, the first example. Find the sum. Find sum and product of the two roots of the equation 2x squared plus 5x minus 12 equals 0. Okay, solution. Now to solve this equation, a equal 2, b equal 5, c equal negative 12. The rule of the sum, we said that sum of the two roots will equal negative b over a, so the sum will equal negative 5 over 2. The product, we just said that the rule is c over a, so negative 12 over 2, which means negative 6. Finished. I think it's very easy. Direct substitution in the two rules, correct? So the first rule is this one, sum equal negative b over a. The second one, product equals c over a. Okay, guys? One more question. Now I'm going to clear this one and write down another equation. For example, like this. 6x squared minus 11x equal 10. Now I want to get the sum of the two roots and the product of the two roots. Okay, first we have to write the equation in the form of quadratic equation equal to 0. So 6x squared minus 11x. Now shift this 10 to the other side and change its sign, so it will equal, now minus 10 equals 0. Now a equals 6, b equal negative 11, c equal negative 10. Okay, sum equal negative b over a, so negative 11 over 6, so it will equal 11 over 6. Product will equal c over 8, will equal negative 10 over 6. After simplify, we will find that it will equal negative 5 over 3. I'm done. Also, that question finished. This question is clear, guys? Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, great. Let's solve one more example. If the equation is like that. So this type of questions, generally we solve it by the two rules, the rule of the sum, the rule of the product, direct substitution by using a and b and c. Okay, and then get the sum and the product. Okay, now if the question is like that, 3x squared plus 5 equal 4x. Okay, now this one, we must put it in the form of equation equal to 0. So shift this term and also arrange the terms. So simply the equation will become 3x squared minus 4x plus 5 equals 0. Now it becomes very easy. A equal 3, b equal negative 4, c equal 5. Sum equal negative b over 2, which means negative 4 over b over a, over a over 3, which means negative 4 means 4 over 3. What about the product? Product equal
5 over 3.
c over a, which means 5 over 3. That's it. That was the first part of the lesson, okay? And also it's the main point in the lesson. So that questions are the first type of questions on this lesson. Now I'm going to solve a different type of questions. Okay, so concentrate well and listen carefully for the next question. The next question, if the sum of two roots of the equation 2x squared plus kx plus 1 equals 0 is negative 3 over 2. Find k. Find k. Then find the two roots. Okay. It's also very easy. Now here, the sum of the two roots is given. Okay. So sum equal negative b over a. Now the sum equal negative bk, so negative k over a over 2. The sum is given negative 3 over 2. So simply negative k over 2 equal negative 3 over 2. So k will equal 3. Correct, guys? Okay. Now the equation will become 2x squared, 2x squared plus kx means plus k 3x plus 1 equal 0. I'm going to try to factorize it first. I want to check if it will be factorized or not. So 2x squared means 2x and x. 1 means 1 and 1. Let me check. This one will be x. This one will be 2x. The sum will be 3x. So correct. The 2 will be positive. Okay. Now 2x plus 1 equals 0. X equal negative half. Then x plus 1 equals 0. X equal negative 1. Okay. So that was the values. Okay. Of x. So x will equal negative half and x will equal negative 1. Okay, guys? Do we have any questions?
No.
Okay. Another example. If the question is like this, if the product, this time the product is given, f product of the two roots equal 4.5 of this equation, 2x squared minus 4x plus k equals 0. Find k and the two roots. Okay. Now, product equal c over a. From the equation, it will equal k over 2. So now k over 2 equal the given value of the product. 4.5 means 9 over 2. Terminate 2 and 2, then k equal 9, right? Now I'm going to write down the equation after substituting with the value of k. So the equation will become 2x squared minus 4x plus 9 equals 0. If you will try to factorize this one, it's not factorizable. So I'm going to use the general formula directly, not to waste the time. So now a equal 2, b equal negative 4, c equal 9. Then the two roots x will equal negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Now it will equal, okay, I'm going to solve it here on the top of the page. No need for the question. Okay, so it will equal negative b means negative 4, which means 4 plus or minus square root of b squared means 16 minus 4ac. 4 times 2 equal 8. 8 times 9 equal 72, correct? So minus 72 over 2a means over 4. So now it will equal 4 plus or minus square root 16 minus 72. It's a negative 56 over 4. So now it will equal 4 plus or minus 65. It will equal 4 times 14, correct? So this 65, 1 second. By using the calculator, if you will simplify it, it will equal 4 times 14. So this 4 will become 2. So 2, then square root of negative 14 over 4. Now it will equal 4 plus or minus 2 square root of 14 I over 4. After simplify, x will equal the two roots. I will clear this part. The first root will equal, x will equal, if I will simplify the numbers, 4 divide 4 means 1 plus square root of 14 over 2 I, and the other root will equal 1 minus square root of 14 over 2 I. That's it. Okay, guys? This question is also clear, or do we have any questions?
Clear.
Okay, the next questions. If x equal negative 3, one of the two roots of the equation 2x squared plus kx minus 3 equals 0, find the other root and find k. Okay. Now, guys, here one of the two roots is given, and the required is to get this variable k and also get the second root. Okay. I think this one is very easy, but think about it first. I'm going to solve it now. Here, one of the two roots is given, x equal negative 3. Okay. If I want to ask you about the product and the sum, we know that the product equals c over a, and the sum equals negative b over a. Now, if I'm going to use the sum, okay, sum will equal k over 2. I don't know k. Sum also is not given, so I will not able to solve the question. But if I will say that the product equal c over a, which means negative 3 over 2. Now I got the product of the two roots. This means the first root times the second root will equal negative 3 over 2. One of the two roots is given, negative 3. So now, negative 3 times the second root equal negative 3 over 2. So simply it will equal 1 over 2, of course. So this is the other root, right? Or in other words, I can write it in this form. 1 second. Negative 3 times the second root will equal negative 3 over 2. So second root will equal negative 3 over 2 divided by negative 3. So it will equal negative 3 over 2 times negative 1 over 3, which means half. So the other root is half. Okay. Now it's very simple to get k by using the sum. So sum equal negative b over a. So k over 2 equal the sum of the two roots, negative 3 and half. First root plus second root, the sum of the two roots. So negative 2 and a half, or in other words, negative 5 over 2. So k will equal negative 5, finished. Correct? Negative 5 or 5? 1 second. It's a negative b, negative k. So k equal 5. Okay. Okay, guys? Okay. One more question. of x equals 6, one of the two roots للإيكويشن x squared minus 5x plus k equals 0. Find other root and k. Okay. Here one of the roots equals 6. Okay. So, do I supposed to use the product at first like the previous question? No. Why no? Because product equal k over 1. I don't know k, I don't know the other root. So I will not solve this question this way. Then in this case, I have to use the sum because sum equal negative b over a. So the sum of the two roots equal 5 over 1, which means that the sum of the two roots equal 5. Now, root 1 plus second root equal 5. So second root equal negative 1, of course. Correct? So now, it's very easy and simple to get k. Product equal c over a. So product equal k over 1. And the product of the two roots is here 6 and negative 1. So will equal negative 6. So now k will equal negative 6. That's it. Finished. Second root, k. This question, guys, also clear? Okay, the next question. The next question, if negative 1 and 5 are the two roots of the equation ax squared plus bx minus 5 equals 0. Find a and b. Actually, here there are two methods of solution. The first one is to substitute with the value of the two roots. I mean to that first time I will use the negative 1 to get one equation, and second time I'm going to use the second root, which is 5, to get another equation and solve the two equations like this. Negative 1 root. Therefore, a, because here ax squared, x squared means a negative 1 squared, so 1. So a minus here plus bx, so minus 1b, so minus b minus 5 will equal 0. So I will get equation a minus b equal 5. Use the second root. 5 is root. This means 25a plus 5b minus 5 equals 0. Therefore, 25a plus 5b equal 5. Divide by 5. So 5a plus b equal 1. So this is the second equation. Now, add equation number 1 and equation number 2. A plus 5a, 6a negative positive 0 equal 6a equal 1. B will equal 1 minus b, so negative b equal 4. So b equal negative 4. Done. Now I got a and b. Now this way is clear, guys, because there's another method of solution by using the sum and the product. Okay? Any questions before clear that solution?
No.
Because I'm going to use the other way to solve this one. Any questions?
No.
Okay, now I'm going to clear this one. And then I'm going to use the sum and the product, which is the main topic of our lesson for today. How to solve it by using the sum and the product. First, in this question, product equals C over A. So now it will equal -5 over A. Product of these two roots equal -5. So now A will equal 1. Sum equal -B over A. -B over A, which is equal the sum of the two roots, these two roots. What will be the sum? Equal 4. So -B over A. 1. We got it. Equal 4. So we use cross multiplication. So -B equal 4. So B will equal -4. That's it. So that was the second way by using the rules about the product and the sum. Okay, guys? Okay, the next question. F1 plus square root of 2i, one root of the equation x squared minus 2x plus c equal 0. Find second root and c. Okay. Now, the sum of the two roots. Guys, here I supposed to start by using the sum because product, then I will find c variable. So I will get nothing. That's why I will use sum. So it will equal -B over A. So the sum of the two roots will equal -2 over 1. -2 over 1. So the sum will equal 2 over 1, which means 2. Okay. Now, the first root is given 1 plus square root of 2i plus the second root, then the sum equal 2. Correct? So this means second root will equal, shift all these terms to the other side. 2 minus 1 minus square root of 2i. So second root, I got it. 2 minus 1 means 1 minus square root of 2i. So this is the second root. Okay. Now, how to get c? No problem. Here we can get c by using the product, of course. Product will equal c over a, so it will equal c also, because here in the rule is c, and here by chance it was c, so no problem. C over a means 1. So this one will equal the product of these two roots. 1 plus square root of 2i times 1 minus square root of 2i. I'm going to clear this part of the board on top so that we can continue. So guys, simply now c over 1 means c will equal the product of these two numbers. Number and that's a conjugate. First squared, 1 minus second squared, 2i squared. So c will equal 1 minus 2 times -1. So 1 plus 2. So c equal 3. Finished. Okay, guys? Is it clear? Huh? Do we have any questions? Okay, the next point. We said that the general formula of the equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equal 0. Okay, so simply f b equal 0. Therefore, the sum of the two roots L plus M will equal 0. Why? Because the sum, it's a negative b over a, so 0 over a. That's why I said that the sum will equal 0. So simply, guys, if the sum of the two roots equals 0, because b equals 0, therefore, one of the roots additive inverse of the other. Okay? So maybe in question, okay, it shows that b equals 0. Therefore, without solution, if I will know one of the two roots, so the other one will be the additive inverse for the other. Okay, so here the condition if b equals 0. So the sum of the two roots equals 0. Therefore, L equal negative m, for example, right? So one of the roots additive inverse of the other. Okay, the second point. Also, the equation ax squared b plus bx plus c equals 0. But here, f a equal c. Okay, in this case, product, I mean LM, which is the product, LM will equal 1. Why? Because product equals C over A, and we said that if A equals C, then the product will equal 1. Okay? So this means the product equal 1, so L equal 1 over M, or M will equal 1 over L. So simply, 1 of the roots multiplicative inverse of the other. That's it. So if b equals 0, one of the two roots additive inverse of the other. If a equals c, then the product equal 1. This means one of the two roots multiplicative inverse of the other. Now I'm going to solve the two examples, one of them related to the additive inverse and the other related to the multiplicative inverse. Before solving the questions, guys, do we have any questions, any part to explain it again or something like that? Any questions?
No.
Okay, great. Let's solve the next question. Here in this question, find K, F, 1 of the roots is additive inverse of the other root in the equation 3x squared plus k minus 3x plus 7 equals 0. Solution. Okay, here you mentioned that one of the roots additive inverse. Okay, so b will equal 0. Where is b in the equation? This one. b will equal 0, therefore k minus 3 will equal 0, then k will equal 3. Finished. Very easy, right? So, because that one of the roots is additive inverse of the other, therefore b will equal 0. check this b in the equation, this one, k minus 3. So k minus 3 equals 0, shift to negative 3, so it will be 3, so k equals 3. That's it. One more question on multiplicative inverse, guys, okay? Another question. Find k if one of the roots is multiplicative inverse of the other. In the equation, 2kx squared plus 7x plus k squared plus 1 equals 0. Okay, solution. Now, we said that one of the two roots multiplicative inverse. So a equals c. Where is a in the equation? 2k. Where is c in the equation? K squared plus 1. So 2k equal k squared plus 1. K squared minus, shift to this one here, 2k plus 1 equals 0. Factorize k 1 minus minus equals 0. K equal 1. Done. Right? Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
This question is also clear. So in case if one of the two roots is additive inverse of the other, so this means b will equal 0. But if one of the two roots is multiplicative inverse of the other, so this means a will equal c. Okay. Now another point. X squared plus k minus 5 x minus 9 equals 0. Here, one of the two roots additive inverse of the other. Additive inverse. Additive. So k equal what? Huh? Additive inverse. So b equals 0. So k minus 5 equals 0. So k will equal 5. Okay, guys, clear?
Yes, clear.
Another point in this equation. Okay, x squared plus 3x plus c equals 0. Here, one of the two roots, multiplicative inverse. Okay, so what will be the rule? A equals C. Okay, where is A? 1 equal. Where is C? C. So C equal 1. Done. Right? Okay. Any questions?
No. Right.
Okay, great. One more question. Concentrate well in this one. Find D, F. One of the two roots of the equation x squared plus dx minus 50 equals 0 is double additive inverse of the other. Okay, no problem. Here in this question, listen to me carefully. Here, I want to get the value of d if one of the two roots of this equation double the additive inverse. Not only the additive inverse. Okay, so I have to solve it different way. Here, I will assume that one of the two roots is L. So if one of the two roots is L, then the other root will equal what? What do you think? double the additive inverse. Additive inverse, negative L. Double, negative 2L, correct? So now, the product of the two roots. Why I'm going to use the product? Because C here is given. So product will equal C over A, which means negative 50 over 1, which means a negative 50. So this is the product of the two roots. Where is the two roots? This one and this one. So L times negative 2L equal negative 50. So negative 2L squared equal negative 50. So L squared will equal 25, then L will equal positive or negative 5. Correct, guys? So now L will equal positive or negative 5. Okay? Now I can get the sum of the two roots. I'm going to clear this part on the top. What will be the sum of the two roots? Sum equal negative B over A, which means it will equal negative D over 1. Okay. Now, what will be the sum of the two roots? L and the negative 2L. So L plus negative 2L will equal negative D. So L plus negative 2L means negative L equal negative D. So D equal L. Where is that L? Down there. Positive or negative. So D will equal also positive or negative 5. I'm done. Clear? Clear, guys? Okay. Now the next question. Find the value of K. Find K satisfying the condition which makes 1 so that one of the two roots of the equation ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 additive inverse of the other type. In this question, there are no numbers at all. Here, we want to find that's satisfying the condition. No, not find the K. Find condition. Okay? Find the condition so that one of the two roots of this equation additive inverse for the other. Okay. Additive inverse of, sorry, also I want to correct this one, of twice the other. Okay, so if one of the two roots is L, this means that the other root will be negative 2L. Additive inverse means a negative L, twice means negative 2L. Now, guys, the sum of the two roots from the equation, sum equal negative B over A, so that negative B over A will equal L plus negative 2L. So simply, L plus negative 2L, this means a negative L equal negative B over A. So L will equal B over A. Okay. The product equals C over A. Now, C over A equal the product of these two roots. Negative 2L squared, negative 2L squared. So negative 2L squared will equal C over A. So L squared will equal negative C over 2A. Now we use the value of L, this one, to substitute in L squared. I'm going to clear this part on the top. So now L squared means B over A all to the power 2, this one, equal negative C, this one, over 2A. Okay, I want to get a condition, so use cross multiplication. So simply B squared over A squared will equal negative C over 2A. I will use the cross multiplication. This means 2AB squared minus, or first will equal negative A squared C. So simply the condition will be 2AB squared plus, shift this one to the side, A squared C will equal 0. That's it. So now I found that there is A as a common element here. I mean that this one is A and this one is A squared. So in this case, we can simplify the condition to be in this form. 1 second, it will be 2B squared after dividing the equation by A plus AC equal 0. So this is the required condition. Any questions, guys? Any questions? No questions at all? Okay. So actually, that was all the questions in this lesson. Hopefully, all of you understood each point. Thank you for your time.